What's up, guys? So, on this episode, we will be running the Gyarados Vmax, which has the Max Tyrant attack. It does 240 damage for 4 energies. It also has the Hyper Beam, which discards an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon if you need to try and slow down your opponent. But also, it has the Get Angry attack, which does 20 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Of course, it is a V, so we have to run the Memory Capsule, which allows us to use one of our previous evolutions attacks. And I built this similar to all the other water decks we were running, but because this only needs 4 to attack, I did take out the Eldegoss to put in. I put in 2 more copies of Capacious Bucket because I felt you don't really need to power up the same way you do need to power up a Lapras. And we also, so we only got 7 water energies because we got 2 energy searches in here and 4 capacious buckets because this allows us to thin our hand if we ever have to Crobat ourselves to try and get a supporter. We have 2 copies of Skater's Park in here, which allows us to take the active Pokemon's retreat cost. Well, whenever we retreat, we put the energies back into our hand, so we can retreat with 4 water energies and then immediately accelerate them back on with the Frostmoth. We run 1 copy of Rescue Carrier in case we have to get a Snom or a Frostmoth back from a discard pile. A couple energy retrievals in case we need to get some energies back. And then basically, yeah, quick balls, capture energy. We run some copycats. You could probably just run more Marnies. We got research because we're going to have to dig with this deck. Yeah, copies of Palpad to try and get researches back in there if we need to. I, you could probably mess around with the support around a little bit. We got some extra bench space too. I can't think of an extra Pokemon that we can put down that would not be a liability, but in some way a support. So we're against a Bandproof who is running some kind of a dark deck, so it could be maybe a single strike Urshifu or a meme deck with a Crobat. Who knows? Probably single strike. So we have to start off with the Snom, not much of a choice there. We're gonna get a Skater Park, which is kind of cool, but of course we don't need that yet. We also got the Switch in the hand, but we do not have a supporter. But we do get the Crobat. I'm gonna energy search, get an energy, and attach and pass. I don't want to put all this stuff down yet. I'm hoping he doesn't get a turn 1 knockout. I think it's looking like it's not going to happen, but you never know. Actually, all he needs is a single strike energy, which he lacks. If he had a, oh no, we're against rapid strike. I'm a freaking clown. Sorry, guys. That's a clown moment on my part. Okay, so we're gonna have to Skater Park. Attach. Capacious Bucket. Fail. Crobat for 3. And we get a Gyarados down, and we do get a copycat, so we are going to get to see a lot more cards. We will touch the memory capsule. We will retreat into a Crobat. We don't have to necessarily do that yet. We'll just play the copycat. So we get the cool looking Marnie. For next turn, we're going to have a Snom. And now all of a sudden, I think we can... You know what? We are going to... retreat because this way we guaranteed the energy back in our hand. And we don't need another Snom. We could pull out the Frostmoth, but like I said, we don't want to. Don't want to die either. If he is a boss, I'm just gonna try and boss that up. So it looks like what we're gonna do is Evo, get Frostmoth. We have to get the Frostmoth. Quick Ball, Crobat. Copycat if he's still got a bunch of cards in his hand. Marnie if he doesn't. Well, I guess we also got to figure out what he's doing. And he's just going to strafe for 60. Wow. So I'm just going to accelerate all 4 energy onto the Gyarados. We'll grab the bucket. We'll take... And we will accelerate it on. Now, do we want a copycat or do we want a Marnie? I think we want to. I think we want a copycat. Well, first we're actually going to research. I mean, Crobat. So we'll lose Marnie. We'll take out Snom. We don't need that anymore. And then we will get rid of Snom and pull out nobody. So we will Crobat, see 5 more cards. Now we could research. And see 7 new cards. Do we really need any of those? I don't know. They'd be nice, but do we really need them? So we get the Evolution Incense. We got the Capture Energy to retreat, but we're going to be a freaking energy short. We're going to be an energy short. So I'm just going to pass. Thin out Frostmoth. Attach. We'll take out Gyarados so he doesn't get smacked. We'll attach here. And we will pass here. I was going to say basic energy. I was going to say if we could get a special energy back, that would be insane, but I don't think we could do that. So maybe we could have retreated just anyways, and then we could have... Oh, I guess we could have hyper beamed and removed an energy. And then we're setting up a max tyrant attack, so we definitely screwed up there. Overthinking it. So, I mean, that's the one time having an Eldegoss in play might have been nice. We definitely could have had it. And the Crobat's just going to take another hit. So this guy is in some trouble. So we're going to get the Capacious Bucket, and I think we're just going to boss this up and knock out all of his energies. I'm just going to attach the energy manually. We could Quick Ball away. We could Quick Ball away the energy and attach it. But I think we're just going to max Tyrant attack and take our 2 prize cards and go ahead of this game. But he's just lacking the... Honestly, we just wanted the game, I would say. Because he could have knocked out the Frostmoths. Granted, we were able to accelerate the energies, but if he was able to speed this deck up a little bit and take out our Frostmoths before we were able to accelerate, obviously this is one of our bad matchups. Those just can go down very easily without a bench sniper. So if he's finally getting the Vmax out, assuming he's going to play it this turn. Otherwise, yep. But we are going to take the knockout here. Hopefully he then comes and hits us, and then we can, so what's it called, Dragon Rage? Or Get Angry. Get Angry for a whole lot of damage. Oh, so he's actually just going to try and, okay, so he knows the math there isn't going to get himself the knockout. I'm going to quick ball away a Pal Pad. Get a Gyarados. Now it officially is a Gyarados. Just in case he decides to take both these guys out next turn. And I guess we'll just research. We didn't really have to do that. Nothing we're really looking for right now. We're worried about drawing our deck out. And we will get Angry for 300 damage. I guess we are looking for a second boss. Because I'm assuming he's going to hit us with this Urshifu. That would be his goal. Actually, no, yeah, no, so if he boss, he's going to try and hit us with this Urshifu, and we want to boss up the full healthy one and knock it out with our Get Angry attack. But we also could use a boss and just Cinccino for game. I don't see Moltres for game happening. I guess we could if we get another couple energies down. Guess we could have searched out an energy last turn. We got Copycat, we got Evolution Incense. We got a lot of cards that we can play just to waste. In case we need to... He's going for the Crobat. I guess at this point, makes sense, but still knocking out the two Frost Moths. But either way, that the Gyarados was going to be a 2-hit. Unless, of course, he runs some way to do damage to the bench. Which I'm sure he does. So we could try and Crobat. Of course, we don't want to blow away our deck in the process. So I'm going to draw. Try and get my hand down to exactly 4 with the Crobat in hand, 3 without, and then I can play Copycat next turn. Let me check this out. Oh no, I just blundered. I did not want to attach that way. I should have retreated, because once I retreated, I'll get the energies back in hand, and then I can finally attach. Of course, we can hit him with the Hyper Beam, and I think that's just what we are going to do. We could Rescue Carrier and draw 3 more cards. Oh my god, it goes right in my hand. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, no, never mind. Nothing we can do. But we're going to switch and Hyper Beam for a KO. Of course, I did put myself in a slight harm's way. Okay, so there's the second boss anyways. I didn't even check to see if it was in there. But now I can't retreat, guys. I literally cannot retreat. Luckily, we can hit the Hyper Beam for twice for the knockout, and hopefully we can hit him 3 times if we need to. But I just got myself in a bit of a situation, we'll say, that I cannot even retreat into a 240 knockout here. Or even a Hyper Beam knockout, more specifically. If he evolves into the Vmax, I still got a knockout. So he's going to escape rope, and he is going to see a Crobat out front. Hopefully he knocks us out with the Moltres. We are still an energy short. I wonder if he can figure that out and just try and hold and hope we don't get something that we need, aka a switch. So aka I should have retreated for 4 and then attached with the Frostmoth and kept the switch in hand. So I mean, obviously, I've not played these decks to perfection. I just give these decks builds that I think you can make a deck you can build that you like. And this guy officially is going to accept his fate instead of seeing if we get the energy. Maybe it just has an achievement. There's the Pal Pad. And I didn't even see that he put the Cape of Toughness down. Luckily, I still was able to get the knockout. Otherwise, I probably would have just made a new video because that would have been quite embarrassing. But anyways, yeah, so I think this has... What do I think of this deck? Obviously, if he... The problem with these decks is you just can't get enough Frostmoths out. Maybe if I was thinking you had a big Parasail, that's the only thing that you can make a water deck better. Maybe if you do it with Lapras, and you put the Lapras big Parasail attached to it, and then you could even put down the Skater Park, so that you got basically free retreat. But I like Lapras more than Gyarados so far, but I do think Gyarados is a super cool build. So yeah, thanks for watching as always. Hope you guys like this deck.